Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Please like, share and comment. Please subscribe. Thank you to all those who have been supporting. Thank you to all those who leave comments, likes and share my videos. Thank you so much. If you're new here, please subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. Leave a comment. Just tell us which country you're listening from. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. It is all appreciated. Now, enjoy the story. Once upon a time, there lived two best friends, Chioma and Urena. Chioma and Urena had known each other since they were children. Their other friends were Amara and Adora. Now, the four of them were of marriageable age. They were in their 30s. They were actually called old maidens at this point. Urena did not care. She was more of a free spirit. To her, if she married, fine. If she did not marry, it's also okay. But Chioma, on the other hand, always wanted to get married. She wanted to have her own children and live in her own home, away from her parents. Now, one time, Chioma met a man named Chibuzo. She met him in the market square. And Chibuzo liked her and wanted to marry her. Amara, on the other hand, met someone else named Ebuka. Now, in their group, Amara and Chioma had met potential suitors who were willing to marry them. That left Urena and Adora. Now, the dynamics in the friendship changed because they quickly realized that Chioma was no longer spending time with them. Amara, although was dating Ebuka at this time, she always had time to play with her friends. They would go under the tree and play and play and play and talk and talk and talk. But now, Chioma was not always coming to spend time with them. Now one day, while they were playing under the mango tree, Chioma came after weeks of not coming to spend time with them. Urena asked her, Chioma, where have you been? We have been looking for you. Your mother said you were not at home. What happened? You don't come to spend time with us anymore. Yes, my dear. Those of us who are now in a relationship, we do not have time for our single friends. Chioma. What do you mean? Is it not Amara and Ebuka that are getting married soon? Amara still finds time for us. She plays and talks to us. Why is your own different? You won't understand, Urena. You are still single. You will not understand the things of relationships. What is different about relationship, Chioma? Even this your suitor, Chibuzo, we have never seen him before. We have seen Ebuka. He has come to talk to us. And he seems like a nice person, a responsible person. And Amara seems very happy with him. What of your own Chibuzo? We have not seen him. Chibuzo is a very wealthy man. You know, he's one of the people who owns the largest cocoa farm in this village. He doesn't have time for small talks. But don't worry, on my wedding day, you will see him. Now the girls were talking and talking, and after a while, Ebuka came. Ebuka came to take Amara to his home because his mother wanted to see her. Ebuka spent some time with the girls and then took Amara with him. Amara promised her friend she would come and see them the following week. After a while, Chioma stood up and then she pointed at a man at a far distance. There is Chibuzo. He has come to take me. Wouldn't he come and greet us, your friends? No, it's not necessary. You know he's a very busy man. Chioma, are you sure this is how it is done? Everybody is not free like Ebuka. Chibuzo is very busy. As you can see, he's signaling for me to come and follow him. I have to go. Bye. And Chioma left. Now, after a few weeks, Ebuka and Adora got married. Everyone attended the wedding. Everyone was eating and drinking. After that, Chioma and Chibuzo got married. It was during the wedding that her friend saw Chibuzo closely for the first time. They immediately did not like him. It's not that he did anything in particular, but he did not seem to be attentive to his wife. Chioma, on the other hand, was all over her husband. She loved him clearly, anyone could see that. But Chibuzo seemed like a very cool type of person. Amara then said, maybe that is the way he is. Not everybody is expressive. No, Urena said, something is wrong with this man. Have you realized that she doesn't even spend time with us anymore? The last time we saw her was the last time she came to play with us. Even her parents don't see her as often as before. I hope all is well with Chioma, Urena, her friend, said. She seems happy, so let us be happy for her, Adora, her other friend, said. Although Amara and Chioma were the married ones in the group, Amara still made time for her friends, Urena and Adora. She will invite them to her home, they will see her husband, and go to the kitchen to spend some time with her. They were free. Ebuka was nice and welcoming. When it was time, they would leave her house. But for Chioma, it was not so. The first time they came to see Chioma in her matrimonial home, they quickly realized that Chibuzo did not welcome them. He was very cold towards them. You people have to leave now. My husband is very busy. What do you mean by that, Chioma? Are you not free in your own husband's house? Marry. One thought that you'll be happy now. But see, you're always stressed. Stop that, Urena. Stop that. It's because you're single, you don't understand married life. Chioma, I may not understand married life, but the way Amara is happy is not the way you're happy. Something is wrong. How many times must I tell you? My husband is one of the richest men in this kingdom. You cannot compare him to Ebuka. Please, it's enough. Just come and be going, Biko. Come and leave. Come and go. Urena and Adora left. Another day, Urena came to see Chioma. She had met someone, a suitor who wanted to marry her, and Urena was very excited to tell Chioma. But that day, when she went to Chioma's house, it was one of the maids that opened the doors. The maid told her that Chioma was in her room and had not yet come out. By this time, is she sick? The maid unknowingly revealed that lately, Chioma was always in her room and she didn't come out. Her parents were not able to see her. No one saw her except Chioma comes out from her room, which was not often. Then Urena went to her friend's room and saw Chioma on the bed covered. Chioma, are you okay? Chioma was surprised to see Urena. She was crying. Chioma, what is it? Who did this to you? Look at your body. Mark everywhere. Chioma looked at Urena, tears in her eyes. Then Chioma's eyes turned to the door, and then she cleaned her eyes immediately. No, I'm okay, Urena. I'm okay. What are you doing here? Chibuzo said. And immediately Urena turned, and there she saw Chibuzo, Chioma's husband. Chibuzo, can't you see that your wife here is in pain? What's going on? Leave my house immediately before I get the guards to throw you out. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? Throw me out of my friend's house? Urena, please go. Just go. I'm okay. See, now I'm okay. Chioma, you're not okay. What is it? What is wrong with you? Talk to us now. Please go, Chioma said. And Urena had to leave. She went and told Chioma's mother what she had witnessed. And although Chioma's mother was worried, she insisted that Chioma had to stay in her husband's house. It was tradition. She cannot interfere in married people's situations. Urena was surprised at this. Now, that night, when Urena slept, she had a dream of her new suitor. They were under a mango tree, and he was saying sweet things to her. Urena was very happy. She was smiling, looking up at him. Then the next thing, the man disappeared and the tree disappeared. Urena was surprised, but she began to hear someone crying. She turned and turned, but she couldn't see anyone. Then she turned and saw Chioma's house. The noise was coming from Chioma's house, so she walked towards the house. But before she could get close to Chioma's house, she saw a girl bent over, crying. The girl was backing Urena. Immediately as Urena came closer to the girl, she realized that the girl had marks all over her body. The girl had been beaten severely. "Who did this to you?" Urena shouted. "What is your name? Turn, let me look at you." Once the girl turned, Urena saw Chioma's face. Chioma stood up and stopped crying. She looked at Urena and then pointed to her left, away from her home. Urena turned to the left where Chioma was pointing at, but she couldn't see anything. By the time she turned to Chioma, Chioma had disappeared, and immediately Urena woke up. "What type of dream is this?" she said. "What is this?" She knew that something serious was going on with Chioma, but she couldn't help Chioma because Chioma would not open up to her. What could she do? Who could she talk to now? She decided to go to Adora's house tomorrow. They will go to Amara, and three of them will discuss on how to get Chioma out of her home. So the next day, she went to Adora's house. But Adora's mother told Urena that Adora was in the market. She was selling bananas. So Urena went to the market, and there she saw Adora. And she was telling Adora all she had witnessed in Chioma's house. As they spoke, a woman came close to them. She was hearing everything, and then she said, "Sorry, I didn't want to eavesdrop. But are you talking about that lady that married Chibuzo?" "Yes, ma. Do you know him?" "That evil boy that almost killed my daughter." What do you mean, ma?" The woman began to narrate a story that was very unfamiliar to them. She explained that Chibuzo was a beast. He had one time wanted to marry her daughter, but he beat her so much that she became unconscious. Her mother immediately stopped all the marriage plans and told Chibuzo that he would never marry her daughter. That was how she was able to save her daughter from a life of pain. Marriage is not by force. Now, is she not married to somebody else? And now she's happy. That time, she thought that if she did not marry Chibuzo, all the world would come to an end. But that is not true. Marriage is not by force. Marriage is not a do or die affair. Now she's happy and she has given me 2 grandchildren. Thank the gods. If she had married Chibuzo, only God knows what would have happened to us. Urena's body became very cold. Why didn't they have this information before they allowed Chioma to marry Chibuzo? Now, Chioma, Adora went to Amara's house and they told Amara all they had heard. The 3 of them decided to go and visit Chioma and take Chioma out of her husband's house so that she can spend some time with them and tell them the truth. But when they got to Chioma's house, at first the maids did not want them to come in, but they insisted and they shouted that if they did not see Chioma, then they would go and shout to the village square. So the maids opened the door and Chioma's husband came, Chibuzo. Chibuzo told them that Chioma was not around, that Chioma had traveled a week ago. Traveled? Traveled to where? Where will she go to? Don't ask me stupid questions. Why are you asking me about the whereabouts of my wife? I said she has traveled, she has traveled. That is none of your business. Urena was not having it. She went and told Chioma's parents. And indeed, Chioma's parents had not seen her for weeks, months even. All they cared about was that their daughter was married. But even the money or the enjoyment they thought that they would receive from a wealthy son-in-law, they had not received anything. They too were becoming worried. Urena went around the village asking all the other friends or family members, but no one saw Chioma. Where could she be? Where could she have gone to? That night, again, Urena had the same dream. This time, Chioma was pointing at the left again. She was pointing at something, but Urena couldn't see it. Chioma, tell me, where are you? What are you pointing at? But Chioma did not speak. Again, Urena woke up. Urena felt very, very bad. Something bad has happened. Chioma would not just disappear like that without telling her or her mother. Where will she travel to? Now, during this time, some villagers had become sick. They were getting pores all over their body. Their eyes were turning yellow. And the king had called for the chief priest to ask him what was going on. But the chief priest said that all he knew was that an atrocity had occurred, but he did not know what it is. He did not know what the source was. The gods are yet to speak to him, he said. Then Urena boldly accused Chibuzo of killing Chioma. She began to shout and tell the villager that Chibuzo has done something to Chioma. It had been weeks now, and nobody could see Chioma. Where did he say Chioma traveled to? Because of this, Chioma's parents confronted Chibuzo. Chibuzo said that Chioma traveled to see her aunt in a neighboring village. But that is not true, Chioma's parents said. Which aunt will she have? All her aunts are here. Chioma's parents do not have many siblings, so who will she go and see outside the village? Now, everyone was suspecting Chibuzo, but because Chibuzo was rich and wealthy, no one could do anything. At this time, a lady named Nkechi was now Chibuzo's interest. He began to date Nkechi. Urena and Chioma's parents, however, could not rest. Her friends were searching and searching, but there was no news. Again, a dream. In that dream, she was on the road, walking towards something, but she did not know what. As she was walking, people were passing her by. They were either falling sick or running mad. They were coming from one particular place. So Urena walked towards that place, and there she could see the well. There was a well that everyone in the village used. As she got closer to the well, she couldn't see anything. She looked down and saw nothing. But anytime someone fetched water from the well, instead of water to come out, it was blood. Urena was scared. Maybe this is what is making the people sick, because everyone around her would drink the water and fall down and die. But why were they drinking the water? They should stop. They should stop. Can't they see that it is blood? As Urena reached out to stop someone from drinking the water, Chioma appeared from the well. Chioma turned to Urena and said, "Please help me. Urim, help me." Immediately, Urena woke up. Understanding began to fall on her. She went straight to her father and told her father everything that she had dreamt about. Urena's father was one of the cabinet members. Although he believed what his daughter told him, he did not know how to explain it to the cabinet members. But he decided to try. So he went to the royal palace, and there, as they were all debating as to what was happening, Urena's father told the king that it is possible that what is poisoning the people in the village was coming from the well. Everyone was surprised. No one had thought about the well. Urena's father said, "Why don't we go to the well and see if the water there is contaminated? That may be what is causing the sickness." But the well is deep. What could possibly contaminate it? The other cabinet member said. We can just try and see, Urena's father said. We have tried many other things and nothing else has worked. Let us just try. The king, for whatever reason, agreed with Urena's father. And the king sent guards to the well. They went deep into the well, and there, lo and behold, they found a dead body. Once they brought out the dead body, they discovered that it was Chioma's body. It had decomposed so much, worms and maggots had begun to come out. The body has swollen up. Everybody screamed. What is the meaning of this? Immediately, the first suspect was Chibuzo. He was the last person that saw her. He was the one that said she had traveled. As they went to Chibuzo's house to arrest him, they found his new wife, Nkechi, on the floor bleeding. Nkechi explained that Chibuzo almost beat her to death. The guards began to search the house, searched everywhere, and finally they saw Chibuzo trying to jump the fence and run from the back of the house, and they grabbed him. Immediately he was taken before the king, and there he confessed that he was the one that killed Chioma. Chioma was trying to leave him. Chioma wanted to end the marriage because Chioma had found out that he was sleeping with Nkechi. Chibuzo got angry and beat her to death. Once he confessed, Chibuzo was sentenced to hanging.